Hey seniors, I'm back. It's been a while, but I thought I would check in and let you know your next steps coming up in the path to attend college next year. So many of you have already applied to college. Many of you have already done your FAFSA. And just a reminder that if you haven't, there's still time. Go ahead and pop into one of our College 101 sessions, or feel free to make an appointment with Ms. Rushman, our college counseling intern, or one of your college counseling team counselors, Ms. Mathowitz, Ms. Schmitz, or Ms. Vestrom. So if you've done your FAFSA, the next steps are FAFSA verification. And so today I'm going to give a quick little video about what that is and how to find it and what needs to be done. So first off, verification does not mean that you're in trouble. Once you submit your FAFSA, the government calculates your family's expected family contribution. And so if you log into your FAFSA page, you will see a student aid report and an EFC, which is your expected family contribution. So then once you've submitted your FAFSA, it got sent to the colleges that you put on your FAFSA. And then in turn, those colleges or universities may then require verification of the information that you put in your FAFSA. So some colleges, especially private schools, will pretty much select everyone who's applied for verification. Some schools only do a handful of students, but it's not unusual to get flagged for verification. And so these schools are just really wanting to make sure that financial aid is going to the people that need it. And so what does the verification process entail? It's actually a very simple process. If your financial application was selected for verification, the school or the college will require you to submit additional documentation to that individual college. So for every college that you want financial aid award letters from, you should follow through and do the verification if they're asking for additional forms. Sometimes those forms are signed copies of your parents' 2019 tax returns, copies of the W-2s. There might be dependent verification forms that you need to fill out that just verify your household size and the names of your family members and if any of them are attending college. Most importantly, if you've been selected for verification, please make sure that you're following up with that and you're sending in the requested documents as soon as possible. And the reason for that is a college has deadlines for these. They want to make sure that the financial aid is being handed out, and for some of their awards that they have, it's a first come, first served basis. So if you're giving your information to the college, they're able to process it faster and give you back a financial aid award letter in a pretty quick turnaround time. So the big question is, how do you know if you've been selected for verification? Well, some of you might have received a letter in the mail, so make sure you're checking your mailbox. Colleges will send a packet of information to you. Some of you might receive emails from financial aid offices, so make sure that you're checking the email that you applied with. And then for those of you that applied to Minnesota State schools like Mankato, Winona, St. Cloud, a lot of those schools won't notify you, but they have it on your e-services page under the financial aid tab. And so when you applied, you got that STAR ID, and we told you to write it down somewhere because it's used over and over again for different things. And here's one of those circumstances where you need to log in with your STAR ID and your verification forms might be under e-services. Now, I will let you know if you have applied to a two-year college, they are very slow getting their financial aid forms out. And so don't look for something and then freak out that it's not there. A lot of times St. Paul College and Century won't get around to this till like May or even June. So it's one of the last things that we're helping you with before you graduate. And so once all of the verification forms are sent back to the college and they're processed, the college can then get you a financial aid award letter. And that's a whole different presentation, but just basically the financial aid award letters are a breakdown of how much the college costs and then how much you are receiving in grants and scholarships, which is free money given to you that you don't have to pay back. And then lastly, it's broken down to how much in a loan you may or may not have to take out. And so, like I said, there's way more to come about reading financial aid award letters, helping you kind of figure out what it exactly means. And that's a whole different presentation. As always, if you have questions, please reach out in an email, pop into our College 101s. We are here to help you. I know this is confusing stuff and it's the first time you're doing it, so don't go about it alone. Ask for help.